concurrent players right now. It is the biggest day of the year, biggest day of all of Anomic's history. Ladies and gentlemen, we are dealing with an update that will change the course of Anomic forever. But enough of me yapping. Here's what we're going to do.
Woohoo!
Yes, sir. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to be honest with you. It's going to take longer than 2 minutes and 26 seconds to upload this. I will start the timer at 10 minutes. Do not worry. It will be uploaded by that timer when it ends. The update is not delayed. Let's start that timer, boys. Several minutes to update to publish to the live game. Save all items, cars, and plots, or they will be lost. $6,000, hell no. All right, 10-minute timer is up. Don't worry about the title timer. It's kind of irrelevant now. Don't worry, you guys are on 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Now what I'm gonna do, we're gonna update this bad boy. We are going to update this bad boy, push that shit into the live game. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for version 1.25.0, aka the Bajadena update? Let's get these patch notes in order. All right, yeah. I don't know how I'm gonna send these patch notes. Gentlemen, these patch notes are 10 pages long. And I'm on a Google document. The font size is 11 and there's no double typing. So I'm not sure how this is gonna go with Discord. I think Discord might hate me after this update, boys. I think it might hate me. Use GitHub. No, because it's not in Markdown. Oh wait, it is in Markdown because Discord has Markdown. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Let me try that. Let's try doing it to the thingamajiggy. How many players? 2,500. This is peak. You guys have never, ever seen an update as big as Bajadena. Not even the release of Anomic was as big as Bajadena. Now, while we Oh, did I accidentally mess up the timer? Okay, guys, the shorter timer. Okay. All right. Don't worry, the timer's a little scuffed, but that's okay, because the command bar is just a genius design of Anomic. It's so peak. Let's start it up, boys. The game icon right now. By the way, for those in the voice channel, are you guys able to see the badge, the new badge that's in the web page?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, we are cool. Okay, publish to that. And finally, we will publish to the main game. Don't worry, guys, this update is quite a handful. It does take a second to publish to the main game, so do not worry. Upload in progress, please wait, it says. Upload in progress, please wait, it says. Thank you, Roblox, for our amazing game. Amazing, just incredible game. Without Roblox, Anomic would be just nothing. It would not be possible. Ladies and gentlemen, are we ready? Are we ready? I think we are, boys. I think we are. Let's get those patch notes loaded. You guys are going to love this update. All servers have shut down. Wait for Roblox to do their thing. Here we go, boys. Boom. Patch notes. It's in GitHub. Let me know if you guys can see it. Sent that in announcements as well.
Join in,
Ladies and
boys.
gentlemen, We have 195 people in this voice call, and it is climbing rapidly. Servers are going to be laggy for the first minute or so because there's way too many people joining. But don't fret. Do not fret. Ah, finally! Gentlemen, welcome to Bajadena. Let me share my screen for anyone who's not in my server. Several things right off the bat. New map expansion. You guys got a new bank, new chop shop, new city, Shadowbark, Pine Creek, Mount Taru, Bajadena. You guys got the whole package. New gun, the M249 SAW, foods, pancakes, crew flags. You guys got everything that you have asked for. There's also event items. This event ends on August 1st. After this closes, you will not be able to get the Eagle firework kit, which is on the crafters team, and the mortar event prop, which is you'll see. You'll see how to get it. It is a bit of a secret. Now, type 1 in general chat in the Discord if you guys are able to see the GitHub patch notes. Are you guys able to see it? Are we good? Welcome to Bajadena. It is peak. Now, you guys, there is a lot of shit to cover. A lot of shit. Let me see. This update. Check out the patch notes in our communications server for the update that doubles the map size. Cool. All right. So you guys see my stream? No, I'm not even streaming. Okay, that's cool. Oh, you can't. I can't screen share to how many people in this VC? 209. Unfortunately, I don't think screen share works with like over 50, let alone 200. But that's okay. Let me show you guys this on a verbal matter. We have, from the leaks, of course, we have the strip mall, bank, chop shop, all in our new city, Bajadena, which has all new exterior plot designs. If you head over, do a YouTube live stream. Now, I don't know how to do that. You have, hold on, bro. Let me just read these patch notes real quick. Let's see. Bajadena, Shadowbark, that's where the chop shop is. Pine Creek. You guys got trailer parks now. We have a whole mountain. 4 new plot types. Camp 3, Trailer 1, Suburban 1, and Suburban 2. You can find Camp 3 in forested areas, kind of out of the way around the map. You could find Trailer 1 in Pine Creek, that's where the trailer park is, and you could find Suburban 1 and 2 plots over in the Bajadena residential district, which is right at the base of the mountain. Now, let's move on. We also have, apart from the map expansion, we also have some map changes. We have new areas in the existing map. Cordial is added and revamped from clan battles, if you know what that is. We have a new area, Ephes Overlook, a little campsite on the cliff if you want to chill there. We've updated Eastlake massively. We've got whole new paved roads. We got a questioned building. It's under construction, and we moved the firehouse. Let's move on. Oh my god, 5,000. Jesus Christ. Hey, thank y'all for playing Anomic, bro. Crew additions. We have an all new crew leader shop. Crew flags. You can plant it. They heal your team in an area of effect radius. Crew pickup. If you sit in the pickup, you get healed. Simple as that. You and your entire crew. Not only that, we have the best weapon in the game, the M249 SAW. This piece boasts a 100-round magazine, 20 damage per shot, and just slightly less than the Tommy gun at 650 rounds per minute. Ladies and gentlemen, it's probably extremely overpowered. Expect a nerf within the coming days, but in the meantime, go at it. I don't care what you do. It is a monster. Now, moving on. Trucker editions. Let me tell you, truckers are eating good this update. Let me tell you why. If you're in my server, there is a sleeper semi-truck barreling down the Bajadena Road in 5 seconds, and you will see exactly why it is peak. Watch this. Okay, there's no car spawned. But here, let me spawn a car for you guys in my server. What semi trucks can do, not the flat nose truck, because flat nose truck is kind of garbage. I'm being honest with you. Semi trucks have a new ability. I can't share my screen. It won't allow me because the VC is too big. They will allow me to plow straight through vehicles. Smaller vehicles goes right through. Heavier vehicles, you'll still have collisions, but you will have priority over those collisions. And let me tell you, when we did this dev server test 2 days ago, it, it was bad. It's still buggy a bit, but it's a lot better now. Now they will be receiving some changes over the next coming days, as with all things. And of course, any bugs that you guys find, remember, post it in the bug reports thread. We need that in here. Moving on, let's see. 2 new semi-trucks, the semi-truck modern and the semi-truck off-road. They both have their niches. Let's move on. Let's move on. Cooking additions. Ladies and gentlemen, we have pancakes. Pancakes. Condiments. You could put ketchup on a burger. You could stack pancakes up to 8 high. You can color your pancakes with the new item in the cooking shop, the dropper. Now, what the dropper does, you could take a blender and use a dropper on it, and the dropper will take the blender's color. And then what you could do is when you're making pancakes, you could put the dropper in the mixing bowl, which is another new item, and it will use that color. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can make, I don't, what kind of pancakes would you make with colored pancakes? You can make gay pancakes. I don't care. You can make whatever you want. We've also added enough items in the Cook Team Shop to cover every single color in the spectrum. We have red with the tomato, blue with the blue tomato, green with a new pickle, yellow with a new banana, and purple if you mix red and blue tomatoes together. You got, I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying nothing. What's next? What's next? We got milk, butter, kitchen knife, machetes, chop food. The new cutting board prop you could just chop tomatoes, you could chop pickles. You could also put these chopped things on burgers. So yes, burgers. You can make a veggie burger now. No more of that just beef patty or the what was that, bro? This the 6 blue cheese burger. That was crazy. That that was stupid. There's also a new badge. New badge is called Who Hired This Security? And it talks about the new bank, Oasis Bank. It says if you rob the bank, you will get the badge if you only trigger the vault or trigger the alarm if you're already in the vault room. Now this is quite a tricky badge and it's quite secret, but once the method is out, it is very easy to get. Now, this is also how you get the new mortar event prop. To get the badge, when you get the badge, you will also get the event prop. The mortar event prop is it's a mortar. You could load fireworks into it. For example, the new the new Eagle firework kit, which is kind of obnoxious but funny at the same time. I like it. Okay, in my server, farm is just terrorizing the bank with mortars. All right, sounds good. What's next? What's next? The saw, of course, rifle harstring. That's a thing. More gun changes, combat shotguns, ammo increase. We don't care about none of that. Let's talk on the new vehicles. The luxury sports car, based on the 1987 Ferrari Testarossa, costs 4,800 to advanced car dealers and car dealers at 26 hours. Large trailer holds up to 10 goods. It's also a skin for the truck morning, of course. Crew pickup, of course. Let's move on. The pickup truck has been remodeled entirely. Let me hold on. If you have a pickup truck right now, just spawn it. Just spawn it in right now because it is just mwah. It is. I want to kiss it. It's so good I want to kiss it. Now let's see. Let's see this patriotic pickup. If you love the American spirit, gentlemen, and you want to embrace that with the remodeled patriotic pickup truck, this is your chance to do it. New items. Jerry can. Some of you have already figured that out. It's on the crafter team and tow trucker. And I think car dealer, I'll be honest, I don't there's so much in this update, I just don't remember it all. You could fill up any car with the jerry can. It's not just your own now. And this also has synergy with the new shop, the new chop shop. If you go over from Bajadena, if you go over to East Dyke on the way, turn right, there's a new area called Shatterbark. And what's in it is a new chop shop. Now, what you could do here, you could steal vehicles and then you could sell it to the chop shop. And then it will give you a cut of the car's shop price. Now, only criminals can do this. Only criminals, and they can only do it when the NPC is awake. Mr. Felix Baker. That's the name of the dude. Moving on, let's see. Money bag. Money bags are back. If you die while robbing a bank, you drop it on death. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's so many new props. All right, let me just rapid fire list them off. Let me get some water first because this will make my throat hurt. Doing announcements and all this. I'm gonna be honest with you, I've been up for 36 hours trying to get this shit done. I hope it was worth it. All right. Cabinet, closet, cutting board, coaster small, coaster large, coaster huge, corner wedge, coffee table, counter, diner, exit sign, potted plant large, pyramid, pyramid small, neon strip, tabletop frame, wedge, wedge small, window edge. Actually, two props I forgot to add here. There's two props advanced. There's the fine china man and there's a fine china woman. They are, I can't even believe I forgot this. They are by far the best props ever. Place it right now. You will see exactly what I mean. Let me just add this to the GitHub real quick. Fine china. Fine china man. Fine china woman. Fine china boys. All right. Moving on. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. New props. Okay, we went through that. Prop changes. We got a bunch of new paintings. Mannequins can be colored and material properties. Small changes. Let's see. Oh, if you have a private server and you like to use the command called set flag, which lets you change in server behavior, if you like those kind of things, you are eating good this update. There is a grand total of, hold on, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different, no, sorry, 13 new flags for private server owners. That is not including the new game mode command for server owners, which includes King of the Hill. It includes two teams with free gear, red team and blue team. Now, of course, this gear cannot be stored. I'm not, don't even try, but you could use it indefinitely. If you like, doing, I don't know, duels, 1v1s, events, battles, that's your go-to. We also fixed a bunch of bugs. That phone messaging system that everyone was worried about, yeah, that's fixed. Don't worry about it. If you have in your settings where you can't chat to players, like in your Roblox webpage settings, it'll cover that. Don't worry about that. All right. That seems to be pretty much it. Now, there's a bunch of other smaller changes. Stuff like, let me see, cooks can now buy printers. That's minor. Food items can no longer be dropped. In the patch notes, there's a developer comment with a link. I suggest you click that link if you're feeling a little bit confused about why food can't be dropped anymore. Actually, one thing I forgot to mention, if you are a cook, if you press J while holding a plate, you will be greeted with a brand new food inspection menu. What this is if you're holding a plate and you press J, it will give you an ordered list of every single item used on that plate and their saturation and hunger decay, as well as their total values. So let's say you're trying to do a little Brian's Quest Route 2 and you need the exact recipe for his favorite food. Well, now there's no guessing. All you do is make the plate, press J, and then you're greeted with a yes or no. Did I do it? Did I do it wrong? Am I stupid? No, I'm not, because anyone who tries Brian's Quest is just the goat. Now, one thing about Brian's Quest, Section 4 has been completely redone on Route 2. Now, sections 5 and 7, as well as the sewer system for both Route 1 and 2, will be coming in 4 days on not January, Jesus, on July 17th. Now, the reason for that is because, well, simply, this update is so massive. I spent the last week trying to fix bugs. And to be honest, half an hour ago, I was in the dev server with my goat digital interface who stayed up all night, same as me, helping me doing images for this, testing stuff for section 4. So yes, this update was a little rushed by the end, but trust me, the amount of content is crazy. Now we'll repeat again, if you like doing Brian's Quest Route 1, or Route 2, the sewers and sections 5 through 7 will be unlocked on the 17th. Sound good? Sounds good. It looks like I'm going to be having a very nice 4 days. Guys for playing my game. Thank you guys for experiencing this update with me. Thank you guys for being here. There's 25 right there in your pockets. Now, a question I keep seeing in general is, Bonfire, since this is a massive update, is there going to be any more? The answer is yes. Let me tell you something. We have a lot in store for the next update. Just quick leak. I've been telling some others this, but it's been mostly underground. That question mark building over in East Dyke, if you see it, it's the white building cement with the pillars. It's right across from the firehouse. Currently, it's under construction. But in the next major update, it will be finished. I tell you, that building is going to hold a lot of money, if you know what I mean. Now, granted, that's not just the only thing coming in the next major update, but let's let you guys experience this update first. Trust me, there's a lot to explore in the new map expansion. All right, I'm gonna go torture Felix, the chop shop owner, real quick. Who want to join me? His ass is sleeping. Wake your stupid ass up! By the way, just quick thing, he is only awake at night. So if you're on my server, I set it to night. Let's see his ass up. Come on, bro, I want to see this. Yo! He's got a bad PC, guys. He just walks a little funny. So when he's awake, you go to him and you drop off a vehicle at the drop-off cell on the left. You go to him, you sell that vehicle, you get a cut. The owner, well, he becomes very sad because the car that you just stole, his car is now just completely destroyed. Now, some people might think this is overpowered, and it probably is, but there is a counter. The counter is that Felix is only awake at night. So during the day, you're safe. Mostly. I mean, you know, shit can still happen. Like a giant semi-truck barreling down through the main street of Bajadena and just completely totaling your car. Speaking of, semi-trucks can damage other cars if they run into it fast enough. Yes, it will also damage the truck in the same amount, but just be careful. Now, one thing I will say is trucks alone cannot destroy the car. It will damage the car up into a certain threshold. That threshold is when it reaches the black smoke. At which point, it doesn't matter how many trucks you run into it, it will not take any more damage. Please tell me this worked. It worked. Alright. One more time. Bugs, please. Bug report thread. Or the Bajadena Bugs channel. I will be looking at both throughout today. But, you know, right now, I'm not seeing people spamming my DMs and pinging me saying trading is broken or events are broken or can't spawn in or servers crashing. It's a little bit laggy, yeah, because it's a bigger map. But optimizations will come. There's a bunch of things that have been optimized for this update. But more will come, don't worry. Once we get more things decimated, optimize is what I meant. Trust me, your frames will go up. How do I get into the vault without sounding the alarm, someone asks? I don't know. Actually, you know, speaking of, let me see if anyone has gotten the badge. There's like 5 people who know. Those people were early testers in the dev server. Let me see. 3. Yeah, okay, I think it's just those people. Ladies and gentlemen, 3,834 players. Thank you, guys. You got the badge? Bro. Alright. Let me know. Spotlight, let me know. Don't. Actually, I don't care what you do with it, if you leak it or not. Once it's found out, it's found out. Okay, Spotlight, DM me how you got the badge if you're in this VC. Are you in VC? I check the VC list, but there's, you know, 240 million people. 216. How much money do you get from the new bank? That is a great question. The maximum amount is 55,400. Now comparing that to the Arway Bank of 9,600, it's a little bit more, but I will say this. If you recall, or if you know, the Arway Bank gains more money the more people use the bank. The more you open the bank to store your items, the bigger the profit in the bank becomes. It is the same thing with Bajadena, but they're separate counters. If you open bank in Bajadena, it will not increase Arway's bank profit. Now, 55,400, that's the maximum, but it requires 3 things. There's 3 different stages of robbing Oasis Bank. Number 1 is the cash. It's the money. You just, you know, go and interact with it like you would the Arway Bank. Number 2 is the deposit boxes. The deposit boxes are worth the same amount of money, or cash, I should say, that is on the tables. And these are split into 4 different items. They are the silver bar, gold bar, silver coin, and gold coin. These double the prizes of the bank reward. And at the very end, there are 9 white deposit boxes in the middle behind a locked door. If you blow up those, it is hard-coded to have 8 silver bars and 1 gold bar. Now, you might be wondering, Bonfire, well, what's a gold bar? What does this mean? How much are they worth? Gold bars are the most. You get 1,000 each gold bar you get. Then it's gold coin, 750. Silver bar, 500. Silver coin, $250. Now, money, you get 100 each time you pack it. Another thing I will say is you can only use drills for the deposit boxes, but you can use C4. If you use C4, not only will it blow up the door it's on, but it'll also blow up a radius. I should stop spoiling the bank update for y'all. Like, I'm nerding out talking about this because I spent so long coding it and I'm kind of proud of it, but you guys need to experience it for yourselves. So listening to me yap is doing no one any favors, but probably giving spoilers away. Alright, I'm gonna go to the visitor center. Finally. Anomic. It's a new day, ladies and gentlemen. It's a new day. Now I'm gonna go tend to the 10,000 pings that I am getting right now. Let's see. Spotlight. Yeah, but Spotlight, that's not the only thing you have to do. Bonfire gets sleep. I'm dedicated to the game even though I probably shouldn't be. If there's bugs, let me know. No, about 6 hours before now, like 6 hours ago, a YouTuber by the name of Rusto published a video on the dev server test of the Bajadena leak. I've been wanting to watch it. Unfortunately, I haven't had the time. So, here's an idea. How about we watch it here? Can we do that? Can our activities enabled in like this server and with this many people in the VC? I know I'm hard glazing his channel by promoting it, but I mean, I don't look. It's like the only leak video in the entire game. Can we do that? Activities. Start an activity. Oh, this gives me PTSD because the last time I did a YouTube activity, I don't know why, but anyone can queue videos, and you could kind of tell how that went with the Anomic community. Okay, let me see. Use voice activity. Set voice channel status. Hey, do you guys know if there's a Discord permission for activities? I'm not seeing one here. I wonder if Lava and Z1 are in here. Z1? What the? Zyzer. If you guys are, let me know. And let me know how Brian's quest is. Section 4 should be done. Section 5 and 7, those unlock on the 17th. It's gonna be a busy it's been a busy month, really, getting this out. After I got out of the homeless shelter, I finally secured an apartment for myself and my family about a month ago. Ever since then, I've been locked in for this update. So, yes, the wait was a bit long, but I hope it was worth it. Guys, the events are in crafter shop. It's fire. Yeah, the event item is the Eagle firework kit. It's in the crafter team. I don't think there's a. Yeah, there's no playtime requirement. It's time to sleep. Some people don't want me to. Bro, this shit. No serious bug reports. This is dude. That's what I'm saying. Gmail. First update ever. Yo, what's up, Seagrave? How we doing? Why is there balls coming out of the? Oh, that's just not good. Clear that. Bajadena, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, event items, if you're interested in that, Eagle Firework Kit, the event prop is the mortar. There's no way Spotlight found it out already without someone telling him. Spotlight in this VC? Yeah, he is. Spotlight, you gotta DM me, bro. How did you get it? How did you get it, though? Like step by step. No one knows. No one knows the method. And I pretty, rigidly tested this. Badge is pretty unbreakable. Wink, wink. The terrain at the East Egg gas station could use a little fixing. Real shit. Okay, the gas station plot is a little low at the East Egg gas station. Yeah. Don't worry, it'll be fixed. Spotlight gotta spit some crazy lore. Link doesn't work. Should upload image via an image host. Oh no, the link doesn't work. Okay, hold on, boys. That's not good. The link doesn't work in the patch notes to the developer comment. This content is no longer available. Wait, did they delete the Discord video? Aww. Well, okay, since they deleted it, I'll tell you guys right now why food items are no longer able to be dropped. They were dropping like hundreds of plates, and since food items have a custom hitbox so they could work properly, they would just explode a troublemaker, and then they would go fucking everywhere.
Oyun kasıyor.
Unfortunately, I had to make a tough call. Who even drops food items anyway? One thing I do plan to make eventually, I don't know if I'm going to or not, but just an idea. Let me know your thoughts on this, actually. Type 1 in general if you think it's good too, if it's bad. Throwing tomatoes at people. Just chuck them. Just throw that shit at a random person. I'm not gonna make it do damage. If I do it, it's gonna like, you know how the crew sprays work, where it like sticks to the surface? It'll just do that for like 2 seconds and disappear. There's so many. I don't see a single 2. You guys really like throwing stuff at people, huh? Oh, that's bad. Because you know what you could do with the mortar event prop? You could just aim the firework at people, and then they can just get bombed. The fireworks don't do any damage, of course. I'm not that insane. But Digital and I were testing in the dev server, and at that time there was no maximum count for the mortar, so he had like 80 mortars, load them all up with fireworks, and then just blasted the shit out of me. That sounded wrong. How do you get mortars? I don't know.
Boat 5, we got a problem. Hold on, I'm gonna unmute that.
7 says the update isn't big enough. Alright, boys, we're rerouting the update, sorry. You have, bro, the Camp 3 plot is 50 by 35 by 50. That... Here, let me show you. There's several Camp 3 plots on the balcony of Mount Taru. Now, there's several more in other places, but here's where the closest they are to Bajadena are. road is road is. Hey, whoa, wait a minute. Where y'all find that? Where y'all find that? Nah, where y'all find that? Where y'all? Oh nah, we got glitch items. I'm just kidding. I'm be honest with you. I've been looking for like the wrench when Apazif and some of the others were making the map. Someone put a wrench in. I was like, wait, how is that possible? The wrench is like not even existing anymore. I just left it. Ceiling fans. Oh yeah. Wait, who owns this plot? Apazif, bring out the fine china. Oh my god. Yo, if Bongo Cat, our main modeler, 3D modeler, is in this VC, we need the winning smile plate. We need that. I will add that in today. Hey Mar, you like flinging stuff, don't you? Join the trucker team and then drive a semi-truck through Bajadena. Let me spawn some cars for you. Let me see what's up with that. Grand plans, damn. All right, let me get the script that just spawns a shit ton of cars. Oh, this is bad. That's too many cars. All right, let's get some sedans in order. So, Tamar and everyone else who's checking out the trucker team right now, there's a new sound in the team shop for semi-trucks. It's toward the middle. What it says is they can plow through vehicles at whatever multiplier the force is. The bigger the force, the bigger the impact. The sleeper has the highest impact. All right, let me get some cars in. Okay, I am spawning 20 sedans on the main street of Bajadena. All right. Oh, slight lag increase. That's okay though. They're all falling. Now, reminder: trucks do have complete collision immunity to smaller vehicles. What do I mean by smaller? Smaller? Basically, any vehicle that can't be tow trucked. Okay, they're gonna blow up the sedans. Well, there goes that. Never mind. Hold on. All right, let me just clear that and try again. This time, boys, please do not destroy the vehicles. Please. Bus recollection. All right, let's destroy all destroyed cars. Do that. Sorry, tow truckers, your job is done. All right, instead of sedans, let's try Humvees. Yeah, Humvees are good. All right. Uh-oh. They might be. You do have to pick up a bit of speed before you ram into the cars. But once you do, it's it's kind of ridiculous. All right, while people are completely abolishing Bajadena right now, oh my, jeez. Humvees are pretty like heavy, so they're not gonna fly too far. But oh, never mind. All right, let me get rid of these Humvees. Space that their vehicles. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yo, chill, chill. I can't move. Give me 1 second, boys. All right. For next workspace dot clear vehicles. Get children. Let me clear these zombies out. Do get feed on. No. The value. Then feed destroy. End. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's probably better when there's not 5 different semi trucks and 20 Humvees. Uh-oh. Someone started a stream. Wait, you could go live now? Bro, Discord's killing me, squirrels. How come you can stream but I can't? Okay, I'm not sure if Squirrels' stream is working. Oh. Yo, Gmo, they really figured it out.
Oh, I tried streaming. This shit is laggy as fuck.
Yeah, it's 200 people in the voice call.
Yeah.
Okay, but Spotlight, how did you find out about that spot, though? I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I did make it a challenge for a reason. I should not be surprised if people complete it. You know, sometimes the Anomic community is, they have their doubts, they have their flaws, but, you know, sometimes you guys are crazy smart and extremely resilient. Okay, already this is way better than the April Fool's event, because the April Fool's event earlier this year, it got to about like 3.5 or something for like a couple minutes, and then it'll just like drop back. We are staying at 3.7. Shit. Type shit, boys. Blood, sweat, and tears got born in this update. Not just from me, I'm not trying to take credit here for all the credit, but I want to take this time to especially thank our modelers, our contributors. There's too many to name all of them, but most notable, you know, Passive. He made like most of the map, like a large majority. You know, Seagrave, Saiku, Drip Chunk, I just call him Farm. Road Trippin', we got, I already said Gmail. Bleebit, Welded. There's so many, the Bucket Modeler, that's what we all call him. There are so many people who worked on the modeling of this update, and the scripting is made by yours truly. But the next time you go and see like, oh wow, that's very detailed, I want you to thank our modelers. That's their work. They will appreciate a thank you. Now, if you have bugs, come over and scream at me so I can fix them. But first, I'm gonna get some rest pretty soon. Been up for 36 hours trying to get this update out. Don't need to be more. Yeah, terrain issues or whatnot will be fixed in the coming days. There's several like that, like the East Egg Factory plots. One thing I need to do is combine the terrain, or like not combine, import the terrain to our map building test file to make everything in sync. So when I do that, all those changes will be done. Oh, I forgot these work. The Finn stores at the suburban work lots. Let's take a look at the Discord server. There's so many pings, dog. Jesus. Ooh, someone just got the prop. Nice. And the badge. Let's see how many people got the badge. 12. Okay, not bad, not bad. Bonfire, why are the pickles blue? Shows an image of very green pickles. How to start the private server game mode? Good question. The private server game mode is in the game mode command. Currently the only thing is Koth, K-O-T-H. To start it, you need to have match teams enabled. That's a flag you could set to true. Once you have that, you're good to go. How long before the poison spreads in Bonfire? I think it's already taken its course. Oh shit, he got the mortar. Okay, if you got the mortar, I want you to angle it and spam fire, because you could change the speed if you press U. I want you to spam fire it at the most vulnerable person you could see. Is there a random guy walking down the street? Blast his ass with the fireworks. Just make him unbearably lag. Wait, that's what it is. It's just a lag machine. Oh, damn. Yeah, our way is cooked. Actually, instead of doing a joke poll like the 25k one, let's do a real poll real quick. Type 1 in the chat if you think our way is cooked from now on forever, and type 2 if no. I want to hear your honest thoughts on this. And if you're saying 1, 2, just give a short reason why. What do we think? Seeing a lot of 1s, but several 2s. Anomic is a game very much based on... Hold on, let me rephrase. Most of Anomic's player base are long-term players. Long-term players love familiarity, nostalgia. So yeah, I completely get it. Route 2 Section 3 is bugged? No, it's not. It's changed, it's not bugged. We just tested it in the dev server. But the thing is, Anomic, and this isn't a thing that can be fixed, but one of Anomic's problems is that you can only really occupy one city at a time. And to the people that say, oh, we'll just increase the server limit. Well, I've done that 3 times, actually. What happens is, whether it's 65 players, 80 players, 100 players. Instead of 50 people at our way, you'll just get 100 people at our way. And every single plot is claimed. Actually, that's a false statement because people only go to like the same 8 plots. So every one of those 8 plots is claimed. And then no one even claims the cottages, right? So it's like, I looked at this problem. I said, how do I solve this? And then I thought of it. The solution is not to make players spread out. Because here's what happens if you do that. If you make players spread out, then they lose that player interaction element that keeps Anomic living, alive. The more chaos happens, the more active Anomic is. And that is proven by the 80-player servers experiment that I held a couple weeks ago. The player counts jumped. We had increases of like 40% during the 80-player server test. That's because people like chaos. I was like, okay. So if the solution isn't to spread out players, what is the solution? Well, the solution is to just have an area where more people can interact freely. What do I mean by that? Our way only has a couple of plots. Realistically. Like, you might try to claim a cottage and a back lot. No one is going for that. No one. Right? So you're cooked either way. But Bajadena has everything our way has and more in the same amount of space. Yes, it may look more cramped, but that's kind of the point, right? If you have a big city with all the plots spread out, then you lose that player interaction element and then we're back to square one. It's why things like the strip mall exist. Strip mall is a great example of plots cramped together. More player interaction, more tighter interactions. I know it's a long yap session, but I hope you guys do understand what I'm saying. The core gameplay loop of Anomic is players. Whether that be selling items, selling stuff, whether that be doing jobs like a trucker stuff, if you're into that. Whatever you do, it always involves players. Now you might say, Bonfire, but you're retarded. The firefighter team doesn't involve players. Yes, in a way, but it also takes place in major cities, like an apartment fire in Bajadena. It's gonna be pretty chaos. Also, small change for the firefighters this update. If you're a firefighter, you could remove sprays, like crew sprays. It's a very small change, but it kind of gets a big thinner. But I have more plans for firefighter. Really, I have more plans for all of the government teams. I have plans for smaller teams, more unused teams, like maybe cab driving or deliverant. Sort of what I did with the trucker team, but really that's not a trucker revamp, that's an addition. And yes, this addition makes truckers fill a niche, plowing through vehicles. But the trucker revamp isn't over. Next major update, we'll have a lot of things to talk about the trucker. We'll have a lot of things to talk about the new building under construction across from the firehouse. We will have a lot of things to talk about for the entire government system. I'm excited for it. But back to beautiful Bajadena. Before I move on to bugs, I'm looking at general chat right now on the Discord server. If you guys have questions, not bugs, or not begging, like, can I get this, can I get this? Ask me. And no, I'm not responding to how do I get the mortar, because it's a secret. Alright, let's do a little Q&A. What's your questions, guys? Is badge obtainable on a private server? That is a very good question. Answer is yes, absolutely, it is obtainable in a private server. Actually, right now especially, it's probably preferred that you do it in a private server because you'll probably just die before you get to the bank vault. How do you enable Koth in Anomic private servers? You go to, well, before starting the game mode, do the command set flag match teams enable true, and then do the game mode command, and then with KOTH as the argument. That's how you start it. Will so-and-so car be added to Anomic? My honest response, I let most of the car options, what gets added, what doesn't, I leave that to my glorious modelers, my contributors, my researchers, because they know way more about cars than I do. Really anything about cars, guns, lore, accurate things, I leave to them because they take pride in it, and I take pride in coding that stuff. Who is... Oh, see, now we get into lore. I'm not going to go off on an hour tangent about Anomic lore. That would be boring. But I will say Anomic uses a lot of environmental storytelling to tell the story. There are bits and pieces to fit a puzzle. Now, the puzzle is not complete because sections 5 and 7 aren't even out yet. But through and through. Alright, so let me ask you guys this. Out of all of the events that I've done for Anomic, and now, reminder if you don't know, I'm not the original creator. I'm the sole developer, yes. I'm not the original creator. I joined the dev team in 2023. I've been making updates for the game ever since. Besides, the Bajadena update doesn't count if you want to count that. Besides that, which updates have I done have you most liked? And then I'll ask least like later. So we got, what do we got? You know, the crew revamp 1.0. If you guys remember from like 2 years ago, crews were just bad. Cooking and camping. That's true. And camping. Wait, am I just fishing for compliments? Never mind. Okay, let me ask you guys this. What was your least favorite event that I've done? The build revamp was good. Sure. OG Anomic. Hey, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I was coding that event when I was still in the homeless shelter. And I was like, damn, what do I do for April Fools? Now, granted, we had OG event planned for some time, but I unfortunately, I just didn't have time to code really much anything. And some of my higher-ups were really no help. So I was like, okay, let me just do reversions. You know, don't revert to all the exploits and the server crashers and the money-making dupes, but just like do the items, get rid of content that wasn't there, like Mayor health boosters. What I saw was the game sucked ass. 2020 Anomic, sure, it was nostalgic for the people that played it, but like there wasn't much to do. I say this with unfortunate tones, but event items have kind of changed the game. For better or for worse, that's up for debate, and that's another tangent. But event items, the new teams that have been added since 2020, all of East Dyke wasn't even added then. And then I saw the graphs, I was like, okay, when I released the update, it spiked, as all updates do. But then, like, the player count dropped to, like, half. I was like, what the... You know what? I don't blame him. So I ended the event early. And I apologize for that. Did you get the crew idea from a suggestion? The saw... For the saw specifically, that has been suggested a lot of times. And I was like, okay, how do I add an LMG into the game without making it overpowered? I think it's safe to say I probably failed at that because it probably is overpowered. You could probably expect a nerf to it in like the coming week or so. I don't know. it's only been like what, an hour since it released. We'll see how it rides, right? You know, I mean, like I said in the leak 6 of 7, the saw is not perfect. You cannot jump with it. You cannot shoot out of a car with it if you're sitting in it. You also can't melee, but like you have an LMG. You know, those kind of buffs plus the extremely high swap delay of 0.75 seconds as opposed to 0.15 like other guns. In theory, it's can be balanced, but Anomic is Anomic, right? You guys will test it to your heart's content. Just give me that feedback. Give me that sweet, sweet constructive criticism so that we can improve as a game. That sounded corny as fuck. Will you increase player counts again since the map is way bigger now, like 60 or 70 players? Great question. Honestly, at this very moment, I don't know. The reason I say that is because when I did the 80 player server test several weeks ago, I was preparing to have maximum of 80 players in Bajadena. And I wanted to see how well it ran without the whole map expansion first. And yeah, there was a pretty significant drop in FPS. So I was like, okay, maybe instead of 80, I'll do 65. So when I opened the dev server test 2 days ago for 65 players, I was like, damn, this ain't it. This, like, I know there's frame rate drops, but like this ain't it. So a couple hours later, I turned it back to 50. That's where it sits right now. Now, as time goes and things get more optimized, more models get more optimized, I'll reconsider it. Sure. Like I said before, I love having more players in a server. More players in a server means more player interaction, and that's the best thing for Anomic. So why would I go against it? But at the same time, and several people have already complained about this, and it's a very valid issue. Already we're seeing frame rate drops, even with the same amount of players. So balancing that is going to be a challenge for the next coming weeks. How do you think duping and glitch items affected the course of Anomic, and did they lead to the creation of event items? Well, first let me just get this off. I did not create the event item system. I joined the Anomic, well, not joined, I became the Anomic dev team in March 2023. Event items started Christmas 2022. When I was a dev, event items had already started. I only continued what they had going. Now, would I remove event items had I given the chance back then? Probably. There's a whole discussion on whether or not event items are killing the game. Some say they do, some say they don't. Personally, I think they do to a degree. My reason is, it's not event items per se, it's how much they go for. But again, different subject. The second part of his question, how do you think duping and glitch items affected the course of Anomic? Let's be real, the Anomic economy has always been dog shit. It's been ass since the first duplication glitch in like 2020. Especially for those 2 years when V1 was abandoned. If you guys know of the 50k script where you could just generate money on money on money. That ran for 2 years. Until I finally patched it when I got on dev team. Glitch items, on the other hand, when I patched that, there was a lot of people who were mad at me, and I understand that they're rare items, but surely you had to know after 2 years that they were bannable, right? Like you've been seeing people left and right. If you had a scar, you'd get banned. If you had like a money bag back then, you get banned, or an LMG, you get banned. But you know, no one is supposed to. If you're a civilian, you're not supposed to have a door. What do you think of a drag strip? I mean, most of the map is pretty long, straight roads. Speaking of which, we added Grove Street to Anomic, if you want to check that out. How do you get whitelist for fireworks? Good question. It's the Interact whitelist. support, not general. Okay. Remember, this Q&A session, I'm an open book. Ask me anything. Except, like, begging me for stuff. How am I doing? Tired. But I do this for y'all. Trust me, I don't get paid nearly enough to do this financially. Hell no. Bonfire, are you straight? You know, it's a bummer that I didn't release Bajadena update in June. Because with the crew flags, could you imagine that shit? When will cars come out? I mean, yeah. Every update is new cars. Any new tips on the cook items? I mean, I made cook job, but it's kind of harder to understand now seeing the new items. Sure. What specific things are you confused about? Pancakes? Condiments? I see the big link, bro. I see it. But unfortunately, I can't watch videos right now because I'm trying to pay attention to you guys. Will you improve driving mechanics? That's a good question. Not for all cars. It was planned for trucks, the big ones, to move to a new vehicle chassis. Because, let's be real, the Anomic vehicle chassis, it may work fine for smaller vehicles. As soon as you get to shit like the bigger trucks, have you guys ever driven a flat nose truck before this update? Still, this update is not perfect, but if you drove a flat nose truck before Bajadena, that shit was ass. That shit was doo-doo dog shit dog water. No one even wanted to drive them. And you had people pay Robux to get semi-trucks, and they were good. But unfortunately for new vehicle chassis, there's like 200 cars in the game, including event ones. And if I was to pick a vehicle, I would have to manually edit each one. That's the hurdle that I would have, and I don't want to do that shit. Is there unofficial lore, and if so, where can I find said lore? More lore is being added as the game progresses. Brian's quest is pretty heavy into it. For sources, Wiki, I would say. Wiki probably has the most information. Will you add an in-game map? Good question. Good question. Maybe. The thing with minimaps is they take up a shit ton of screen space. And all four corners of the Anomic screen are pretty filled up. On the bottom left you have notifications. Bottom right you have your little bubble menu bar. Top left you got your phone system. And then top right you got your playlist. So unless you put the minimap smack dab in the middle like a button or something, it wouldn't work. And even if it was a button, minimaps are supposed to be seen, you know, tiny preview. It's a hurdle. You know, keeping it short and simple. I have difficulty in condiments right now about the question I made. Sure, what's your question? Will this be the last map expansion? Great question. The answer is absolutely. Absolutely, this is going to be the last map expansion in the main game. The reason I say this, I mean, it's pretty obvious the reason I'm saying that. The frame rate, plus, let's be real, before the map expansion, people didn't use 90% of the map. Remember the whole talk I did about, the whole yap session I did about people clumping up in our way? Well, now it's just going to be people clumping up in Bajadena. So, yeah, map expansions are cool for the exploration factor, but, you know, once the novelty wears off, it's just empty space. And minimap to photo sleep-deprived city man. That's not even a bad idea. It's not even a bad idea. If there's obviously not going to be a map expansion, will they be... Wow, I am too tired to be talking that fast. Will there be plans to revamp the map? Apart from optimizations, yes. New areas like Cordial and Ephra's Overlook that were added this update are just the beginning of some of the changes adding to the map. There's not going to be a new city in Nevada. but there will be definite changes. There will be new areas, right? Don't expect the Bajadena in Nevada. You're not getting that. But it won't be as empty as the old desert. By the way, for like a year and a half, the script that was supposed to, like, there's a script that runs during winter events. When the map is snowing, it clears all the cacti. And I just forgot to disable that when winter event ended. So like for the past year and a half, cacti have just been never there. But now they're back. Now they're back. Now they're back with new trees. Now they're back with the new power lines, the new street lights. There's a lot of decoration, especially in like Arizona, but also in Nevada as well. No, any plans with Arway now? Will you gonna let Arway be a ghost town? Yeah, pretty much. And before you call me harsh for saying that, really the single most deciding factor to determine if a city will be a ghost town or not is if the default spawn, if the first spawn you see when you join the game is that city. If it is, great. If it's not, dog shit. Now there are other factors, of course, like if I made the default spawn East Dyke, well, there's not a bank in East Dyke, and there's no sheriff or there's no clinic, so paramedics and SWAT, they would spawn in different areas. Sure, there's other factors. But if a city has everything, clinics, banks, sheriff stations, if it has everything that teams need to spawn in, it will 100% be the default spawn. I mean, not default. It will 100% be the spawn that everyone goes to, I guess. What is the new construction in East Dyke? I don't know. That's good. I don't know. I do plan to make it during the coming months, right? I want to have it so where like it makes it look more and more constructed. I feel like that'd be a nice detail. Let me know your thoughts on that. Will the UI ever get changed? No. Maybe in some extremely frustrating parts, but like a whole UI overhaul, no can do. Let me tell you, the Anomic code, to call it spaghetti code would be an insult to the chef. That shit is spaghetti buried 6 feet deep that went under a tsunami, an earthquake, and a meteoroid hit. It is that bad. And then I'm still coding updates on it. But stuff like whole overhauls and stuff with grand changes across the board, every single menu has to be changed manually. It's not like a color scheme. We could just, hey, get all UI, change it to this color. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Some UIs don't even exist on the client. Some that are sent from the server. So they would have to be changed as well. And of course, they behave differently. Are you going to make building better with, for example, the multiple object selection and new lights which you can change colors on? That's a good question. Multiple selection of props is something I've been thinking about. I think about how I could do. I think games like Build-A-Boat have that system. I can look into it, but currently it's not on my list of priorities. It's not on my to-do list, which is 92 pages long. Now, granted, I don't clear my to-do list once I'm done with them, but 92 pages is still something. Am I 45 years old? No, I am 73. Will the Anomic vehicle system ever be changed to be more realistic? I answered this before, probably not, because you'd have to move every single vehicle to the new chassis. There's like 200. You should for real add an interactable computer and the ability to hack certain things. Great point. You should see my suggestions thread on programmable props. Check that out. It's got some good ideas that you might like. How do I make pancakes? Great question. So, the way to make pancakes, first you make buttermilk. How do you make buttermilk? If you look on Google, it's like milk and vinegar and something. No. Buttermilk and Anomic is literally just butter and milk. So you put that in a mixing bowl, you stir that shit up, and then you get a pancake mix. And then it's pretty straightforward from there. Now, reminder, you can use the dropper item, the new dropper item in the quick theme, to change the color of the pancakes if you wish. Am I going to update the vehicle damage system? Shooting fuel tanks, shootout tires, lights, etc. Most likely not, unfortunately, because number one, shooting out tanks to immediately damage or explode the vehicle is kind of crazy. Shooting out tires, I tested the Anomic chassis system without tires. I mean, that's what the micro car is, for one. But on a four-wheeled vehicle, it's even worse. Are you planning on making a simple wiring system? For example, and or not, and inputs. Yeah, go check out my suggestions thread, Programmable Props. Let me know your thoughts on that. Do you have plans to add any more jobs? Great question. Probably not. Probably not. I've been, there are nights where I think long and hard about, what would be more engaging and anomic. Really, the only good, no, the best idea I had was the cook team. But after that, you kind of think to yourself, like, like, what would you do? There's been a ton of team suggestions. Don't get me wrong. But unfortunately, a lot of them just won't be that engaging. For example, a garbage collection team. Some people have been seeing leak weeks of trash cans and garbage bins. Now, these were just decoration props across the map, but people say, like, wait, is that a new team? And I was like, no, I thought about a garbage collection team. Actually, in our internal development server with our modelers and contributors, I held a poll last October, I think it was. What do you guys want to see? You guys want to see firefighters? Or you want to see garbage collectors? And they're like, no. That job is trash. So firefighters won. If Bajadena is the last map expansion, what is Quinton County for? Great question. Quinton County, which is an area in California, which is not on the Anomic map, is not part of the Anomic map. If Brian's... Okay. I guess if Brian's quest ever gets continued past Route 2, it will include other parts not shown in the map, but they will not be part of the main game. This means that they won't be a full-fledged map expansion. It's like teleporting to a separate area. If you ever played Entry Point before, think of it like missions in a way. of the base shop price, right? If you chop shop a car, it'll just take a third of the base shop price. So if you chop shop a team specific vehicle, you'll get more than 33%. If you like try chop shopping a job item, like things you get for free, like the SWAT truck or the sheriff cruiser, you just can't. You can't sell it. You get a percentage in game profits. No, not enough. Not for this update. Certainly not for the hours I'll be putting in. The chop shop is just footing a call, but you get money for it to be more annoying. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. But remember, the counter to it is that you can only do it during night. Because Felix, his sleep schedule all fucked up. Like, his ass is nocturnal. How do you feel about adding custom textures? That is what the texture prop is for. And when sections 5 through 7 release in the next 4 or so days, whatever it was, I'm sure you will get to see the big old texture prop. All right, I'm going to leave for about 5 minutes. I want to just check up on some other people. I'll be right back. Just stay put. Or don't. I mean, it's your choice. I'm not keeping you here.
Now that Bonfire is gone, he's not here anymore. He's getting fired tomorrow. I just talked to Tamar, the owner of the game, and we just scammed him out of all of his hours putting into the update. So say goodbye to Bonfire in chat, y'all. Yup, it's real. He's getting demoted. Fired, actually. Not even demoted. He's getting fired. Yeah, he's getting fired. He's talking to Mar right now, that's why. No, it's real. It's real. He's talking to Mar right now. And Passy, the guy under him in the server list. Yep, it's over, y'all. Spam '07 Bonfire in chat, y'all. He'll be missed. Ain't no way, bro said 6'7". Ain't no way, bro. 607. Feel stupid. Oh yeah, slow mode. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, spam '07 Bonfire. By the way, if y'all get muted, I'm not unmuting y'all. Y'all are cooked if y'all get muted. Alright, Bonfire should be back any second now. I think he's done. Wait, let me check the chat. Yeah, he's almost done. Nah, bro, too much work. I ain't doing that. I don't even have perms for Dino anymore, I don't think. No, I don't. No, I don't. What are you talking about? Say the N word. What's his name? Erhan AK. Say the N word. I dare you. Yeah, it's allowed, bro. Say it. Check DMs. Hey, I would like to be unmuted because I have an important thing to say. I found this image of Bonfire 9 minutes ago, and I will indeed expose this image if you do not get 2.4 trillion Anomic cash and a kiss from Bonfire. You and whoever created the oh, holy shit. Flag animations. The image in question. Hold on, wait. Crazy. Yo, I think Bonfire died. Mar caught him. Bro, that wasn't even me. I can't have that in public, bro. It's too late. Do any of y'all know how to get the mortar? If you know how to get the mortar, send me the method. Oh, bro. How, bruh? Hold on. Let me watch this video. IP grabber? No way, bro. Oh, I'm stupid. You get the code from the other computer. And then you blow up the wall, drill the door, put the code in. Ah, okay. No, it's random. It can be on any computer. Oh, shit. Wait. Wait, either of the two or any computer in the bank? Oh, okay. Let me try that right now. Bro. It's not random? Okay, well, we're about to see. Can't you just know? Because it's a prop. I can't give myself props. I thought it was an item too. I already tried that though. The chop shop is in Bajadena. If you want, get mortar. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he said it works on private servers. I can't even do it in publics anyway because everyone's robbing the new bank. So, okay, wait. I gotta fucking get the tutorial again. Okay, so the code first. Okay, say that I ain't doing that. Give me 1,000 Robux. I'll do it. Deadass, do I get paid? No. Bonfire doesn't even get paid. Y'all think I get paid? Y'all are funny. Bro, I cannot find the damn office area. Am I slow? Oh, okay, got it. I'll pay you more than they pay you.
I just want to say real quick. Sorry about the 5 minutes.
Wow.
There's actually some pretty major bugs that I need. Oh fuck! I just.
Uh,
Wow.
Okay, I got kicked out of the call. So yeah, as I was saying, some people did send me some pretty major vulnerabilities that I do got to take care of right away. So I gotta end this early. But hey, lastly, thank you guys for playing the update, and come scream at me for bugs. I'll fix them. Peace out, boys.
little does bro know. The vault code. Wait, to the guy that did the video, what username do I put in the thing? I'll send you 1K Robux. I don't even need the Robux. I'm good. You don't need that? Okay, so 2092. I'm gonna put it in. If it does not work, I'm gonna tweak out. 2092. Bro, it does not work. You lied. Who pinged me? Oh. What do I put in the username, y'all? Check the other computer if it says login. It says top secret, do not distribute. Back print details. And none of the buttons work. Nice. Try the other office, idiot. What other office? What are you talking about? There's 2 offices here? The other computer, there's 2 computers in the office area. Like the glass doors. And then there's 4 others that do not, like, you can't interact with it. You need the other office that's right next to the one you're in. Press here. Yeah, there's 2 computers here. I'm at both of them. One of them is the login. It says username, password. I got the password. And then the other one says the code. The numbers are the default code. Oh, so you don't even log into it? How did you get the password from the computer in the office? Bro, I'm not slow. No need to log in? Oh, okay. I go to vault now. Oh wait, no, I gotta bomb the wall. Shit, my game just froze. Holy. Okay. Okay, wall is being bombed. Uh, where is... Wait. Okay. I got it now. You gotta find the exact spot. Yeah, I know where the spot's at. I got that. Okay, code 2092. Alright. Alright, I got the badge, y'all. Wait, is it an event prop? Oh, it is! Okay. Does it work in any plot? Because I saw someone using it in a garage. Yes? Okay. Just gonna do a garage. Oh wait, I'm stupid. Can't even turn a plot. Alright. Mortar. E. Oh, you load fireworks into it. Okay, firework is loaded. Oh shit. Damn. Wait, a passive, are you still here? Nope, no, he's not. Damn. The vid, 0 out of 10. Should have been more specific that you can't log into the computer. Green shirt, it said follow exact instruction. Well, I'm too slow. You gotta be more specific, man. Send this. Fuck no, I'll get demoted for that. Not made for slow people. Well, you're not catering to the anomic audience. Everyone here is slow. I can't even screen share because if I screen share, I can't talk because like I'm on the phone right now. Who is? Oh. Oh yeah. Wait. Can you fire it inside of your plot? Oh, you can. That's funny. What do y'all rate the new city? 10 out of 10. 0 out of 10. Hater. Hater, bro. Money won't collect. There's one band of money or whatever in the bank that does not work. Other than that, I don't know. Where I find the bank code. At the bank, bro. Yeah, you can't pick up anything. What do you mean? Yeah, you can. The money. You can't pick up the gold bars. Yes, you can. I just did that. It's up slow. Hold on, wait. Can we... Dude. Oh, you can. You can't pick up anything. But can you pick up the money? No, you can't. So you do like the badge thing. Bonfires, dumbass. Wait. I think I know why. Hold on. Let me see if I'm right. Okay, no, I'm wrong. Shit. Oh well. Alright, I'm gonna go.